Here are 5 tips to think about when you're buying travel insurance. First of all, buy the travel insurance when you're booking your holiday. The reason for that, lots of people think of travel insurance as protecting you overseas, which it absolutely does, but you can also have to cancel a holiday or change your plans before you even depart. And it's important to have the insurance in place for that reason. Second of all, think about whether you should get a single or a multi-trip policy. So if you're traveling once or twice a year, yes, single policies can make sense. But if you're traveling any more than that, the annual multi-trip policies tend to be better value. Travel insurance can seem simple. There are single trip policies out there for a fiver or even less. But once you drill into them and go into the small print and start looking at different providers and different policies, it gets very complicated very quickly. And I've been looking at this for the Irish Independent. The third tip I'd give is to read carefully the requirements around declaring pre-existing medical conditions. Now, providers differ a lot in this respect. Some, if you have private medical insurance separately, will allow you not to have to do any screening. So for example, multitrip.com or VHI Multitrip. But others will require you, if you don't have private medical insurance, or even if you do, to declare a long and thorough list of any medical conditions you may have had recently. And that's not just big ticket stuff. It's also relatively routine things like raised cholesterol or chest infections or colds or hay fever and that. So just be aware of that and take a read of it before you make the decision as to what to do. Next, think about what you're going to be doing on holiday. So number 4, are you just taking a standard holiday, or are you thinking of doing things like surfing or going on a cruise or getting married or doing business travel or taking a safari? Because all of those might involve having to pay a little bit extra and having to let the insurer know. And finally, tip number 5, should you get a family or individual policies? Well, getting insurance for a family can certainly make cost sense. It's cheaper than buying individual policies, but you need to be aware of a few things. Firstly, does everyone on the policy have private medical insurance? If so, grand. If not, if adults do but kids don't, then you need to tick no on that box for everybody, and you mightn't get the private medical insurance discount. Also have a look at what it covers young adults for. So usually family policies will cover children and adults traveling with the adults on the policy. Some allow them to travel separately on school trips, for example, or with other adults, or be it a post-leaving cert holiday or something like that. Some don't. So it's just important to be aware. Read the policy and make sure it covers you and what you will be traveling for.